Hello, Sudoku friends. Good morning. Welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is the 9th of November, 2023. Block 2 here looks very, very congested, doesn't it? One of the things that we are going to be looking for is what to do about the fives. And this 5 blocks up here, so it's clear that this must be a 5. Now we want to have a 4 and a 7 in these two squares. And they will have to wait a little bit. While we wait, we can enter a 2 here because of these 2's blocking these 4 squares, right? So here's a 2. Let's have a look at the 9's as they apply to this block 1 over here. We got a couple of 9's blocking here, 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 and here. We got this 9 blocking across. So question is, does the 9 go here or here? And we can answer that question because this 9 blocks across, giving me a 9 here or here. So definitely the 9 doesn't go here. It must go here. We are going to have an 8 in a corner. I'm sure that you have spotted it. There's only one corner available for an 8 anyway, isn't there? Because there's 8 blocks here and these other corners are occupied. So why does the 8 go here? Well, we got these two 8s blocking these 4 squares, and we have got this 8 blocking across here. So we can enter an 8 here. Don't think we can do much more about the 8s yet. 1 must, of course, go either here or here. Let's have a look at these 4 squares. We're looking for a 1, 4, 9, and a 5. 1 and 5 block across here. 1 and 5 must go here and here. This 5 blocks up, so here is a 1 and here is a 5. And now a 4 and a 9 for these squares. Therefore, this can't be a 4 anymore. It must be a 7. And the 4 must go up here. This 4 now blocks across here. The ghost 4 here blocks across. And this 4 blocks up here. So here's a 4. And the last number missing in the row, of course, must be an 8. Up here, we are looking for a 1 and a 7. And here we're looking for a 3 and a 6. The 3 blocks up, here's a 6, and here is a 3. 1, 4, 5, and a 7 here now. 4 and 5 block across, here's a 1 or a 7. 5 also blocks here, 5 blocks here. So we are ending up with a 5 in this position. And now we have got these two 5s blocking across here. And we got this 5 blocking up. So, and this 5 blocking down. So here's a 5. On the surface, I have to say that this puzzle is very, very easy so far. Now that we found this 5, we know that a 4 can't go there because a 5 went there, right? Now we got these two 4s blocking up and down, therefore a 4 must go here. Just a 1 and a 7 now for these two squares. Can we get away with entering something here or here? I don't think so. I'm not seeing it yet. Let's see, we have a couple of 5s blocking down and 1 5 blocking over. 5 goes here or here. And also here or here. So that is not helpful. 1, 4, 7, 9 here. 9 blocks here and here. This 9 blocks here. So 9 must go here. and a 4 must go here. That's almost it for the top suit, isn't it? So 1, 4, and a 7 here now. 7 we know now must not go here. It must go here or here. We have a 7 blocking down. So one of these is going to be a 7. This square here, it must be a 1 or a 7 because we need a 1, 4, and a 7 for the column, the 7 blocks here. So this square also is blocked by a 4. So it's a 1 or a 7. We know that this is a 1 or a 7, and so are these two up here. Let's see if we can do something with a 1 and a 7 across here. That means that a 3 and an 8 must go in two of these squares here. And a 1 and a 7 can't be anymore in this row, in this block here. 7 also blocks down and down. So 7 goes here or here. We also find ourselves having a 5 blocking down and over. So it is clear now that these two squares must be a 7 and a 5 pair. Can we do anything with that? So these 4 squares must be a 2, 3, 4, and a 9. 2, 3, 4, and a 9. Let me hold on to that thought for a second. 2, 3, 4, and a 9. One of the things that we can say is that since these 9s block here and here, this is a 7 or a 5. This 9 blocks here. One of these must be a 9. Is that not true? It must be true because I said so. And if one of these is a 9 and this and that 9 blocks down, and we have got this 9 blocking down, we got these two 9s blocking across, it follows that this must be a 9. Yes, it must. So now we have 9s here or here and here or here. And a 1, 4, 6, 8 here. 4, 8. This is a 1, 6. 8 blocks across. 8 is restricted to these two squares as a candidate. We also said, I believe, that these being 7 and 5, a 4 and a 9 must go in two of these three squares. And this 4, along with a 9, blocks down. This 4 blocks down. This 4 blocks over. So a 4 must go here. 4 now blocks over and over. 4 goes here or here. This 4 blocks down, giving me a 4 for this square. Now this must be a 4, of course, because these two 4s block up and down. Now we have a 4 blocking here and down here and up here, giving me a 4 here. Are things looking easier now? Let's see, a 1 and a 7 here, therefore a 2 and a 6 here. The 6 blocks down, here is a 2, here is a 6. Now we have a 2 here or here because this 2 blocks across and this 2 blocks down. 2 here and here. That leaves 3 squares for a 2. That's a little much, isn't it? So let's instead look at these two squares. They must be a 1 and a 2. And these, of course, must be a 3, 7, and a 9. That's easier because we have a 7 and a 9 blocking over. Here's a 3. Let's look across here. Only 4 digits are missing, namely a 1, 2, 8, and a 6. And we have a 1, 6, and an 8. Observing this square, therefore it must be a 2. Now 1, 6, 8 here. Can we do anything with that? No. 1, 6, 8, 8 blocks down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. So back to the 7, 5 here, and now this must be a 9, of course. Now we have a 9 here. This therefore must be a 7. And we are going to have a 7 here or here. These still 1 and a 2. 7, 5, 7, 5. Therefore a 3 here. And yes, so now we have a 3 here because of this 3 blocking down, this 3 blocking across. Here's a 3. 3 digits missing, a 1, 8, and a 6. What's up with that? Weird. I can't do anything about those. Oh well, we'll have to play somewhere else in the grid. 1, 2, 3, 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 6. 3 can't go. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. 3 can't go here. 3 can't go here. 3 can't go here. So here's a 3. There you go. Now a 1, 2, and a 6 here. And a 1, 6, 8 here. We know one of these is an 8. And one of these is an 8. What about over here? Here or here? No. But I do remember we said something about the 2s earlier. We said that this 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks down. One of these is a 2 blocking up. And we have this 2 blocking over. So a 2 is forced to go here. And that gives us a 7 here because of these 2 7s blocking these other 3 squares. Now we are going to have a 7 here or here and also here or here. But it should be pretty easy to complete this puzzle now. Here we're looking for a 1 and an 8. The 8 blocks down here, so the 1 goes here and the 8 goes here. And that gives us up here a 2. Now a 1 and a 6 for these 2 squares. Finding the 8 here though, which now blocks down, gives us an 8 for this square. Because this 8 blocks across, this 8 blocks across, this 8 blocks down. Here's an 8. 7, 5 still. 1, 2, and a 6. The 2 blocks over, the 2 blocks down. This is 7, 5, therefore this is a 2. And now we have a 2 here. 1, 7, 5. 1, 7, 1, 7. 1 blocking down. I'm not quite seeing it. 1, 6, 1, 6. 1, 6, 1, 6. That's a little annoying. But we can do something with the 8 instead, while we're waiting for the 1 and the 6 to kind of solve themselves. The 8 blocks here and the 8 blocks here, so here's an 8. Now a 1, 6 here and here. That's today's theme for the New York Times, the 1 and the 6. A 5 goes here or here, because we have a 5 blocking down, and this is a 1, 7. So 5 goes here or here. Unfortunately, that doesn't help much, does it? 5 blocks down here. One of these is a 5, yes. This square, I think, can only be a 6. And it can only be a 6 because we need to find a 1, 7, and a 6 across here. And these two have to be a 1 and a 7. We have talked about that before. Therefore, this is a 6. Now we have a 6 here, and we have a 1 here finally. That gives us a solution for the puzzle, I think. This is now a 1, blocking across here. 7, 5, 1. Here we also have a 1, and that solves the 1 and a 7 pair at the top. And now we have a 7 here. Therefore, we have a 7 here and a 1 here. This also must be a 1, and we just discussed how one of these must be a 5. Now we know it's going to be here. Therefore, this is a 5, this is a 7, and this has got to be a 6, giving me a 6 here. That was an art puzzle today. It started out being very, very easy, and then all of a sudden we were stuck looking for 1s and 6s. But here you go. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I intend to go to the beach now. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.